Wanted to share something pretty easy with you today, but it's so easy to understand, so hard to do, and so powerful and effective that I actually took a coaching call where someone talks about the results that they got and they unpack it. And I'll unpack more of this after the video. But this is called the Good Things Journal. It's incredibly easy. You probably already understand it. First off, you get a physical thing that you can write down good things in, then you write them down for 2 weeks and watch what happens in your life. This is actual good things objectively that have happened in your life. Watch what happens to Ben as he records those. I'm going to break down what actually happened after his video.
My good journal.
Good Things Journal.
Yeah.
Excited.
Yeah. Yeah. And actually, so here's what I did. It's interesting. I split it into, leave it to me to put a framework on something like that. I split it so that because there are two things that are okay. So the purpose of it in my eyes is to get reaffirmation and validation for myself in
Yep.
periods of time when I am feeling in need of those things
Yep.
to
The
remind
mind
myself.
gremlins are telling you things are bad, no good things ever happen, right? All this
Right,
bullshit. Yeah. Okay.
right. And there are two things, it turns out. I think about it in two ways. One are, you know, incidents of, you know, getting a compliment or, somebody, you know, expressing gratitude for having me as a part of their team or something like that. These like more micro moments
So these are the
of
good things you're recording are like micro moments and social things, external things coming to you.
yes.
Okay.
Well,
No.
yeah, but also but it could be internal things like, hey, I made a just a banger of a spreadsheet and that's great. Like I feel
Yeah.
really proud of
Sure.
that, right? So so
I know
it's
that feeling. It's a really good feeling.
so it's those types of things, right? But then so here's an interesting thing. The other kind of thing that I'm tracking is opportunities that come my way.
Hmm.
Because what I have noticed and what I have noticed is that the number of opportunities that come my way um, is or I should say the amount I complain or you know
Oh,
just just sort of mope to myself about like what you know it, I
nothing's
just
happening. No one's ever going to love me again. My cash flows are fixed, and this client could leave at any time.
yeah, and so
Like the mind
exactly, and so
gremlin carousel
it's
wheel.
in no way commensurate with
Nope.
what is coming in the door. And so now that I have sort of cultivated like a state of mindfulness with respect to recognizing when opportunities, big or small, come my way and writing them down, I am finding that people are thinking of me a lot more than I would have imagined, and
Mm.
they are expressing appreciation and affirming my value um, to me through the invitation to participate,
Sure.
talk about, etc. In different things. So
So
okay,
it's
so
so
like
so you were. It's interesting, but the validation that you like and want to receive from the market and from your efforts was there, but because you weren't recording it or indexing it right,
mhm,
you were overvaluing the negative stuff
yep,
and ignoring and undervaluing the positive stuff. And now that I required you to do literally the opposite homework, I don't give a crap about your. I didn't ask you to do anything about the negative stuff. It's not part of the Good Things Journal. It doesn't exist. Like
right.
it exists in a different world, and that's fine. But in the Good Things Journal, it just doesn't exist. And now that you're indexing the good stuff, you're like, oh, I'm already getting all the stuff that I wanted. I didn't. This is a totally surprise. I mean, it makes sense now that you mention it. But coming into this is not why I was having you do the homework. It's way better.
Let me tell you something. In the last 2 weeks,
Okay, so I want to unpack what actually was happening there. Now, at first blush, you could look at this and say this is the secret and this is manifestation. And fine, if you want to believe that, I'm not going to stop you, but I'm also not putting it forth because of this. This actually comes down to how, as a leader, you're framing how you spend your time and what you think about in your head and to others. Ben's problem wasn't that good things weren't happening, is that he was spending his time indexing the difficulties, the struggle, the strife. But the good things, the opportunities in front of him were around. When he just adjusted his time, let's say it was all I did with the Good Things Journal was take 15 minutes a week of writing in little 1 minute sections, but I saved him 3 hours a week of non productive thinking. That gap of time and space that he had was filled up by something else. He was able to notice the opportunities in front of him, and what you'll find out later, because this was created back in May, what you'll find out later is so many opportunities were actually coming to him when he was able to have just the space to think through them. He was able to prioritize them on two scales: one, what filled him up, and two, what was financially good. And on those scales, he was able to prioritize them, attack them, and meaningfully grow. The Good Things Journal isn't about manifestation. It's about buying your time back very, very cheaply. Now, the Good Things Journal, the explanation of it's incredibly easy. You probably know it already. Get a journal. I don't care what it was, 3x5 cards, an actual notepad, whatever. Your job is every time something objectively happens that is good, you take a moment, you write it down. It's similar to a gratitude practice, but I want it to be not hyperbole. I want something good actually happened. And what I tell most people who use the Good Things Journal, it's people who are tending to fall into imposter syndrome, tend to have a little more pessimism than they need, or are having difficulty transferring from the concept of being a scrappy startup or a first time founder or new to the CEO chair and moving into an abundance mindset. I say, look, when those mind gremlins come along, all I want you to do is touch the top of the book. And remember that there are objectively good things that are happening. Now, what's funny is in this particular story, in 2 weeks, 14 days of writing the Good Things Journal, Ben was able to massively accrete and increase how much he was able to produce and do. That's a pretty good ROI.